nation. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone.
What's wrong, everyone? Jim here from The Quartering, and these teachers are teaching these students some absolutely horrible habits. And we just had a situation at one of these teacher-organized anti-ICE protests that nearly cost a motorcyclist his life, led to these foaming at the mouth, unhinged kids harassing some old man just trying to walk down the sidewalk, and a whole bunch of other stuff. These teachers need to be held accountable for their actions. Our students, the kids of this world are not theirs to just turn into these like radical soy soldiers. All right. These videos prove just how dangerous these environments are that these teachers are putting these kids in, and parents need to get more involved, and these teachers need to be fired. Public schools in America are sending children out to protest ICE and Donald Trump. It's not one or two schools, it's everywhere. People in America need to see this. It's mass indoctrination and manipulation. Well, let's look at this. I've got several videos for you in this video, so sit back and enjoy some entertainment here.
So, new national trend among leftists who want you to think that ICE are the Nazis, pulling children as young as kindergarten out of school to force them to march in political protests in the street. Teachers in San Francisco pulled elementary school students as young as 5 out of class and marched them.
Is that what? And by the way, why isn't, Linda McMahon and Donald Trump looking into this as, these schools are publicly funded. They can't be doing this. There's violations right, left, and center here, and there needs to be arrests made.
Through the city.
How many of these kids' parents knew about this, by the way? And what if one of these kids got, hit by a car, God forbid? Whose fault would that be, right? Could you imagine having your kid, you find out, hey, I thought my kid was learning math today or chemistry. Oh, no, they were ran over in the street because they were blocking traffic because their dumb, fat, liberal teacher told them to do it.
Holding anti-ICE signs. Kids in Atlanta used the opportunity to trash their school field and break laptops at a school that is only
He just chucked that laptop at somebody else.
15% proficient at math. At another...
Wow. 85% of the students at that school can't do the state-mandated minimum in mathematics.
You didn't have to cut me off. We were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so loved.
I'm shocked.
School in Oakland, California, students stood at an intersection yelling F Donald Trump while holding misspelled signs upside down. Students from a Georgia high school almost got hit by a car while protesting in the street. These are children whose parents sent them to school to learn. They're not politically active. They just want an opportunity to get out of class. Some of them are too young to understand what they're being pulled out of class for. So if you're still...
They don't know. I mean, here we have more footage of middle and high schoolers from several schools in and around Salt Lake City protesting against ICE in the middle of the school day. Fine. Okay, that's already bad enough. But guess what they did? Threw bottles and other items at vehicles and harass and follow a man at a gas station. This is not peaceful protesting. They've turned them into rioters.
They're
blocking the road so he can't get out. They're throwing stuff at this old man's car. Who hit his car? Hit somebody else. Is this what the parents want their kids doing? Instead of being, in an 85% not proficient school, maybe they should be doing extra time in school. We need one of those diesel bros. Where are those, somebody to roll some coal here? Something white boy?
I think he was saying something harder.
They're harassing this guy here, following him. I mean, how about this? New video. After being encouraged to protest ICE by facility teachers, student at Fremont High School runs out in front of a car during a walkout and is struck by an SUV. Now, I'm not going to show the accident, but I'll show right up what, and boom. Okay, we'll stop right there. Now, whose fault is that? Is it the teenager that was out there protesting or the teacher that told her to do it? I would argue the teacher. How about a motorcyclist ending up getting knocked off his motorcycle after being struck by a 15-year-old during a student ice walkout outside Heritage High School. Schools must be held accountable for public safety failures. Here's another, I don't know what this guy's injuries were, but you have, boom, hits a guy on a motorcycle. Okay. I don't know what his injuries were long-term, but he didn't get back up. Or it was a kid. Oh, it looks like a kid got hit. It wasn't a motorcycle. No, motorcycle school's flying, not true. There was a motorcycle according to multiple reports. I think he was riding on the hood for a bit. So we had a motorcyclist struck because of this. That whoever this motorcycle is, I hope you survived. And I will do what I can to organize whatever it takes for you to sue this school. All right, reach out to me. You should 100% be able to sue this school for millions and millions of dollars. That is the only thing that's going to turn this around. That's the only thing that's going to make these schools learn. You put these kids out on the street, and because of it, some motorcyclist got T-boned. The teen was making a U-turn to find a parking spot in order to join students in the walkout. That's when an 18-year-old motorcyclist was struck unintentionally. The motorcyclist and the 15-year-old driver and juvenile passengers in the car are all okay. No arrests have been made. Why are no arrests made? Why have no arrests been made? Whoever is on this motorcycle should be suing the school for facilitating this stuff. I don't know how else I can put it for you. How about this? Waukegan High School has anti-ICE protest today with a crucified Donald Trump display. Every single staff member participated in this. Contact Principal Eric Hamilton at ehamilton@wps60.org or 224-303-2911. And I don't know if this was, I'm not going to show the image because it's sick, but here we can say this. I haven't been able to 100% confirm if any staff were directly involved in the actual protest yet, but the pictures and videos that can be used to identify any of the adults that were staff members on the block. Also, the district has not, in fact, been neutral. They have WPS immigration resources. They say people need to be fired at the very least. Students did not organize these walkouts. The National Association of Teachers colluded with schools to use your kids as frontline soldiers. You should be pissed. Well, yeah. Don't you think? How about this? Protesting kids dictate to an older man that where he's allowed to walk and where he's not allowed to walk. One girl yells F off at him. Mob follows him aggressively. Democrat kids are out of control, going to be way worse than their rabid parents. Look at this guy's just trying to walk down the sidewalk.
No, I'm walking this way.
He's just trying to walk.
You fucking cunt.
Yeah, give it to her.
Cunt. Oh,
I put water on him.
Should I throw water on him? She says, should I assault him?
I got a Gatorade.
Oh my God.
The other kid says, I got a Gatorade.
Get out of it. Mary somebody. You're an adult. Where's my butt?
You're an adult. These kids are all adults. They're old enough to know better.
Where's my
And here they're blocking his way, mobbing him, screaming at him. How is this protesting ICE, by the way? What is this? Look at him. Like, what is this? Make me more or less inclined? Are you more or less inclined to support ICE? You have a rabid mob of people following an old man down the street. Right? How about this? Students at Crockett Early College High School in Austin, Texas, held an anti-ICE protest during school hours. Under the direction of the school's principal, Shauna Kang, nothing was done to prevent them from leaving the school during school hours. School staff and security went along, and all students involved were simply marked down as absent or tardy with zero consequences for ditching class. These people are facilitating it, and we've already seen not one but two of these kids get run over by cars. Furious man furious at school protesters blocking his vehicle gets out to confront them. One kid attacks them, then they swarm and attack his passengers too. Oh, they got a background. Don't F with our future. Everytown USA now. All right, so this man is mad they can't, they're blocking his route. By the way, he went to the adult. There is an adult right here, probably a teacher, almost certainly a teacher, right? So you have an adult here. That's who he's yelling at, not the students. He's yelling at the adult. Right? And then this kid attacks him. Why has this kid not been arrested? Democrats. This kid should be arrested. Again, if you want to protest, fine. If it's a public school, no, you do it after school or before school on your own time, not on school property, not facilitated by the teachers. They're literally weaponizing these kids for their Civil War LARPs, their Civil War games. That kid assaulted. Oh, here's another one. This girl's assaulting him. Again, whoever this guy is, contact me. Please press charges. None of this changes if you don't press charges. Swung on him. That's an attack. Can't do that. You can't be doing that. Oh, and here's a girl getting in and attacking the passenger. Can't be doing that. These people are feral lunatics. Again, facilitated by, funded by, organized by the schools. The teachers union, again, I'm sure there are good teachers out there, but if you're a good teacher, then you're not organizing these things. You're not pulling kids out of class. You're not getting these kids. What if that guy had been armed and he protected himself lawfully against that mob and somebody lost their life? Whose fault would that have been? The woke Karen teacher? No, they would have ended up trying to string up the guy for defending himself. The administrators, the teachers, everybody who's participating in this needs to be indicted and arrested. And these kids that attacked this guy should be arrested too. You either have laws in this country or you don't. And I'm getting sick and tired of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.